Welcome to TumainiCon. We started out as an organization that provided after-school programming and summer programming to students and families across Washington, D.C. We saw a huge impact in our community and a huge need for not just social and emotional learning, but trauma-informed social and emotional learning.
When we talk about trauma-based learning, for me, when I went back to that classroom, there wasn't hey, Corey, how did that hospital feel for you? How do you feel about, a man that raised you for 6 years? He turned on you. I had to have those conversations with myself. I had to have those conversations with my brother. I found that in doing this trauma-based learning that, man, I'm not the only one going through trauma.
I'm really grateful to be able to come here and be a part of the beauty that is here. Because on the one end, we see very traumatic experiences. One thing about Blackness, though, is that at the same time, we're going to be amazing. And I think that has been true and will always be true.
At this very moment, I'm king. At this very moment, I slay Goliath with the sling. At this very moment, I put it on everything that I will retire with the ring. And I will retire with the crown. Yes. No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Clap for the heavyweight champ, me. But we couldn't do it all alone, I wanted to start off today with that lyric, with that soundbite, because today is your moment for life.
I strategically chose to go to an HBCU to do my dissertation because I knew that I wanted to study Black people, Black issues, and Black culture. The world would try to tell you that you need to fit into these boxes and you need to conform and assimilate to what their expectations are in order to succeed and do what matters to you. And that just really isn't the case. And going to an HBCU really gave me the support systems to really hone in on that and kind of carve my own path.
I think it's really important for young people to see examples of people that are doing it, whatever that means to you, that are not perfect. I wish I had seen more of those examples. One thing that I really had to shed being in corporate America was perfectionism as well as imposter syndrome. And I think knowing that there were Black people in those spaces, that there were women in those spaces, that there were people like me from backgrounds like mine in those spaces that were thriving and also making mistakes is something that would have saved me a lot of mental strife.
There's a business side to everything. There's a monetized opportunity in you being heard. So I think being intentional and strategic about your message is very important, but turn that mic on and figure it out for sure.
So the 6 recurring batteries, I call them batteries, that appeared in all 2,000 people's responses of what success looks like, boil down to their physical, mental, spiritual, financial, creative, and social self.
A relationship that lacks trust as the foundation is almost doomed to fail, right? Like, how can you proceed with another individual, whether it be a friend or a family or professional or romantic, if trust doesn't exist there?
Being in Tumaini, DC, it has helped me learn how to control my emotions. So I just want to say thank you to Tumaini, DC, for opening my eyes to so much more than what I had originally saw.
We are going to start off in what is called mountain pose. Arms extend to the side, bring it all the way up to the top for extended mountain pose. Everything out, you're reaching out to the front, place your hands on the floor, and then bring it all the way back up to extended mountain pose.
Hey, my man J Muse, what's up? Let's go.
Burn away our carbon beam, knock your legs off. Try to get away from me. Had to stand off.
I used to resent mirrors for their honesty, their audacity to reflect both fault and flaw, how fear and failure would stare back in my eyes. Like I ain't worthy of applause for merely trying, for believing in myself enough to consider the chance worth taking, how failure ain't failure if you learn something from it. Self-work is the best work, and I will always choose to love myself first, even on days when it's the hardest thing to do.
Thank you all so much for all that you've contributed today, and I hope that you all have a great weekend and finish the school year strong. Thank you all so much from Team Tumaini.